Oh, I thought that was a summoning recipe. That's a fancy looking dagger. What level is that? 9? Oof. Oops.
Gah! Has it turned on us or just lost its mind?
I pray my instructions will not be too technical. Your talent for following simple instructions fills me with wonder. Push the button.
I pushed the button, you dumb
Now,
whore.
kindly go to the vault and enter the combination. I shall call it out as you go.
Is that soap? That's soap, yes. Okay, actually, you know what we're gonna do? I'm finally gonna take some time to make things. Object. Why do you give me the option? Alright, just combine it. Oh, it's because it's in the bag. We get just one. Damn. Okay. Let's make a few things. Make an intelligence potion. Make a fire resist potion. I'm gonna make a few other potions while we're at it. So let's get all this out. It would be ultra nice if it would actually pull from other bags instead of me having to do this. Man, is that all that we have? Yeesh. That should be a really big potion. Or a really big armor potion. And once this chick restocks, we're gonna steal more of these. The more of these we steal, the better. I mean, these are so expensive. Okay, so... Oh, whoops. Constitution potion. 5 of those in. Actually, what? Wait, or do I have to brew tea? I think I have to brew tea. It's food. My bad. I know I'm going through all these individually, but actually I should have left one. I'm gonna leave one of everything so I can plant them. Wait a minute. Can I actually grow? Can I grow those? Here's what we're gonna do. Right there. We need some ultimate, what are they called? Augmenters? Augmented something? So we could turn these into bigger constitution potions, fire resist potions, etc. Any of these stat boosting potions, we need augmenter. So let's combine this with this. Tell me I get this. Oh, worked. Oh wait, is it just a normal one? Did I just turn a good one into a regular one? Come on, bro, you little bitch. This is what I haven't, like with the Divinity I did early on in Act 1. Oh shit, it did turn it into a regular Amadovir. Is that how you say that? Damn it. That's fine. But still, damn it. Oops. But anyway, this is what I did with the Druidnade. Druidnade's super expensive. So any of your important ones, we could just do Farm Simulator and get tons of these. And you can see it takes a few and a little bit of effort, so I don't want to do this on camera forever. But that's our armor potion. Fuck! I can't grow the ultimate ones. That one was an ultimate. You know what? We're going to learn how to pronounce that right now. How do you spell that?
Amaduvire.
Amaduvire? Is that really how you say that?
Amaduvire.
Amaduvire, okay. Amaduvire. So, I think after this playthrough, I'm going to go get breakfast, and then I'm going to do Farm Simulator. And farm up just some important stuff. Actually, I'll need to go grab some penny bun mushrooms. We'll grab a penny bun mushroom. And I think I need these as well. And I'll just farm up a bunch of seedlings so we could have potions at the ready. But I don't want to sit here and do this on camera because that's going to be uninteresting as fuck. And that way I could eat, get something done. Let's see that. So it tells us what it is. Finesse. Don't need finesse, but I am going to hang on to this Bolitas. Bolitas? Boltas? I'm going to hang on to that because I know I'm going to need that for a quest later on. Let's grow some Whisperwood because that is for magic armor. This way we could have one to eat so we could actually see what it, so it'll tell us what we actually get from it. What else did I prepare? Mushroom, whatever. Need Trumpet of Death. Chanterelle. Okay. Alright. So we're going to be a lot more prepared as time goes on here. Okay, magic armor. Perfect. Amaduvire. Tea leaves actually go. I think I'm going to brew up a bunch of tea as well. Did I just put that in gems? I sure as fuck did, didn't I? I wonder. You know, being an idiot really sucks sometimes. You know that? So we got that in food. Actually, we're going to leave that so brew some shit up. 35 oranges is consumed. Poison resistance. I already know what honey does. We need some grenade canisters for that. Lemonade does what? +1 to wits. Might have to find some lemons. Okay. So we'll put all 300, that's 290. We're gonna make better potions. Sort that, please. Probably gonna need cups of water for that. Yes. Okay. So we'll go through, we'll finish. We'll do what we were gonna do with this run. Then I think I'm gonna take a break, get some food, do some farm simulating. We still have these weapons too. Alright, I'll mess with all that later. Sorry about that.
A stone door lies flush with the floorboards. Etched whorls in the granite frame a delicate rotary dial. Gleaming under the dim light, the metallic dial almost seems to wink at you.
Enter the save combination, as Meister calls it out.
Taking your time, you carefully enter the combination. The metallic sounds of the tumblers falling within the mechanism let you know you entered the code correctly.
Excellent. Follow me. Your time is at hand, Godwoken. Feel free to look around while I catch my breath.
I will, thank you.
Come speak to me when you wish.
Oh, god damn it!
And try not to break anything in the meantime.
Legendary crossbow. But finding legendaries off Lucky Charm, how good does that feel? What does that do? Don't need that.
Ancient runes, weird contraptions. This place is an arcanist's dream.
Might as well fill up on source while we're here. Oh wait, I don't need that mortar. Still already have one. I think we're gonna make a bunch of fortifying scrolls if we can. Medusa's head. Actually, I'm just gonna pick that up just in case we need it to make something else. Ooh. Hungry flower scroll. Fuck yeah! Source orb, nice. I guess we're gonna put that in bricks. Stone skin potion, those will be very useful. Alright, I think we're good there. Nothing on the table.
The Meister is examining her wounds, prodding at this, wincing at that. Her face seems grim as she turns to you.
Ah, don't need that. Don't need that. Don't think I need that either. But I do want that.
Do you know what it means to have the power of the divine, Godwoken?
A total responsibility to others.
Just so. To accept divinity is to accept responsibility for the lives of every person and beast that walks Rivellon. If granted divinity, you would have the power of all 7 gods at your disposal. You could heal any wound, pull islands from the sea, right any injustice. But make no mistake, the divine has only one duty: to protect this world from the void. The divine cannot use his power for anything else.
I understand.
Very well, then. Let's see if we can't snatch divinity from the jaws of the void. The ritual itself is quite simple. Drop some blackroot in the bowl, mix in a little blood, set the concoction aflame, and then inhale the smoke. Ignore any feelings of dizziness, burning in your lungs, or a dire sense of existential dread. They're all perfectly normal, although you will need to sacrifice a little sauce along the way. Everything you need is here. Ingredients in the cupboard, sauce in the glowing fountain, ritual in the tome by the bookcase, even an incinerator to provide a flame.
The Meister looks back at her wounds, curiously prodding them as fresh blood oozes out, staining her claws.
I'll get started.
And do not lose anything. These ingredients are rare indeed. I'm not hiking back out to the cloisterwood to fetch you more blackroot.
Well, I gotta go back out there anyway.
Opening the door, you see a selection of ingredients, thrown together in no particular order.
Look for the materials.
After a quick rummage, you spot the blackroot, nestled between the grated dragon's tongue and drudene oil. You gather up the blackroot, obsidian lance, and ancient bowl, and kick the door of the cupboard closed.
Got him.
Are you simple?
I got him, bitch. Quit being a bitch. We use the knife. We got our blood. Combine with the blackroot in my blood. How about that? Ritual bowl goes over here. Let's burn it. Oh, everybody out. Now let's go suck up some smoke.
As you suck the smoke deep into your lungs, your vision starts to swim and cloud. There is an intense pounding in your head, and you can feel the world fading.
Hold in the fumes in your lungs and ignore the thumping in your head.
As the world fades away, you lose all sense of being grounded. You reach out, but you could feel yourself falling slowly, sinking into the depths of your own soul.
This recess of my soul? But it looks like the Hall of Echoes.
That's precisely what it is. Look at this handsome motherfucker right there.
Bathed in the half-light of these starless barrens, you spot a figure you could only describe as a second self. It looks haggard and weak, its very voice but a feeble echo of your own.
My chosen, come closer, so that you may see me as I truly am.
Step closer.
Look me in the eyes.
The apparition clasps your face in its shaking hands. You suddenly feel your eyes tingle. Everything becomes brighter, sharper. Blacks and whites become glorious bursts of color, then fade back into their accustomed spectrum.
Blind eyes shine brightly. Speak the spell and see.
So we've finally learned spirit vision.
God is the strange mirror image of himself. Before you stands the god Ralik in all his spectral glory.
You know me now, don't you? I saved you from drowning. I blessed you, made you powerful. And now I've come to seek some power in return.
Let's get one thing straight. You didn't do that for me. Alright? I'm just benefiting from what you needed for yourself.
Your God-woken soul is my last refuge. My last bastion.
See?
May as well make the best of what you have to offer.
Rannick nourishes
That's a good
himself
point.
from the source that abounds in your presence. You feel it deep down inside yourself.
Ah, yes. Just what I needed. I tell you, dying just doesn't become a god.
Don't be too greedy. I'm gonna need all the source I can get.
Don't you dare to be ungrateful after all I've done for you. I sheltered you. Now you must shelter me.
Again, you did it for yourself. Watch your tone, motherfucker.
The void itself is hunting down the gods, leeching us in ways we never thought possible. Droplet by droplet, we are being drained.
Yeah, exactly. You need me, so hold your tongue.
We're battling for our very survival. It's a battle we're losing. And should we truly lose, all will be cast into oblivion.
I didn't take you for a defeatist.
Our battle is a work in progress. I never said we can't turn the tide. You must realize that our fates are now as one, just as our souls are now as one. We are I. Together we are a force to be reckoned with. But if we seek to survive the onslaught of the void, we stand no chance unless we become vastly more powerful than we are now. That means there is but one place we can go. The Well of Ascension.
Give me a goddamn good reason why.
You most certainly will. The Well of Ascension is a lake, a pool of pure source in which the powers of the Seven lie united. We gave them up freely to create the first divine. Each of us donated half of that which makes us gods. To bathe in the lake is to become our chosen. That is where the road to divinity leads, and you must be the first to reach it at all costs.
Losing isn't something I do.
I know. Or did you think I chose you for nothing more than our shared humanity?
Point taken.
One must never enter into any endeavor, though, without realizing the stakes. The void is stronger than ever. A new divine won't be enough. You need to go to the Well of Ascension, not to bathe in the source of the Seven, but to take it. All of it. Only he who claims everything will be everything. The void's doom. This world's liberator.
Contemplate his words. Say you like the sound of them.
I hope you understand them to their full extent. The other gods must either bow to you, or be undone. But of course, that is what they are saying to their own God-woken as we speak. We both know they won't bow, just like we both know you will never bow to them. Only one can become a god strong enough to safeguard our world. One, at the expense of all others.
That's awfully selfish.
So make no mistake, my champion. Chances are the road to divinity will be paved with dead gods, their blood on your murderous hands. But don't let that dismay you. For these sins will be washed clean by the knowledge you committed them to save all of existence. To save your kin, and your loved ones, and the world they live in.
Well, what happens to all the other races?
They will be at your mercy, which is vastly preferable to you being at theirs. Wouldn't you agree? So fret not, but revel in the promise of the lake. I will lead you there when you're ready, when you've become a true master of the source, and speak the language of creation itself. Our journey will be fraught with peril. It is a pilgrimage of challenges that will require you to command source like only a God-woken can, and wield its most powerful spell.
Tell him you can keep pretending you're going to obey his command if he likes, but you are the ruler of your own soul.
Hoarse laughter rolls and echoes into infinity.
You have so much to learn. So much higher to climb. So much farther to grow. We are I now. The spells you need to know I will teach you when you are ready. But first, you must learn to channel the source in greater volumes. That is why you need to seek masters of the source. You must make them teach you, so that you may become a master in turn. So, return to Rivellon and seek out these sages where they dwell. Convince them to share with you their deep-seated bond with the source. Once you have, you may return to me here.
Now, what did you do to my eyes?
Something that will make you understand that for a god, there is precious little difference between the living and the dead. Source is. It is a constant, a subject of neither time nor transience. All of life is source, and in source it is. Immortally so. You have the vision of a god now. Eyes that can see spirits, the souls of the dead made manifest in source. Speak the spell during your peregrinations, and you will see them. Where the dead lie, the dead linger. Best of luck, my champion.
So where there are corpses, there could be spirits, is what he's saying. So when we hit spirit vision, we'll be seeing spirits.
The Meister stares intently at you. Her eyes are tired and bruised, but determined.
Still alive? Gods above, there might be something to you after all.
She leans in, her bloody tongue flickering hungrily about your face.
Tell me, what did you see? What you know?
Tell her what happened. Your god is hiding within you, your new power, and the masters of source, etc.
She sighs impatiently as you hack up the last of the green smoke.
You can't channel enough source? Gods be damned, why couldn't you have a nice simple problem? Finding an orc to dance the hornpipe, perhaps?
Yeah, whatever. Can you do anything?
You may well have that potential, but at the same time... how to put this? I don't trust you to tie your bootlaces without accidentally hanging yourself, let alone controlling the powers of creation.
Well, she's not anything if not honest.
So we must seek alternatives. Alas, the only source masters not yet hauled off to Fort Joy or turn into meat puppets are those too dangerous or cunning for the Magisters to contain. Sorcerers that allowed their power to corrupt them. Many are wicked, cruel, vile, and generally not good teacher material, but we may have no others to turn to.
Sounds dangerous, but if that's what it takes.
Just so. Some of these are quite dark, twisted individuals. The kind of creatures that grew bored pulling the legs from spiders and so moved on to people. However, it is the path we walk, no matter what the cost. No matter what is asked of you.
The Meister doubles over in a violent coughing fit, struggling for breath. After a few moments, she regains her composure, wiping a thin smear of blood from the corner of her mouth.
No matter what is asked of you, you must learn from them.
So, no matter how evil the person, we have to do what they want so they can teach us how to master source. Where can we find these masters?
The Magisters have kept ledgers with all known sorcerers, especially the powerful ones not yet captured. They would be an invaluable resource, but do be careful not to get caught. I was their guest for a time, and I promise you the gallows was the most comfortable part of the experience. And if their barracks turns out to be as empty as their skulls, just try to keep an ear to the ground. There may still be powerful sorcerers hiding in these lands.
As she speaks, one of her wounds reopens, a dark red stain spreading across her tunic. She hisses in frustration and starts to bind the gash.
I wish there was more I could do, but in this condition, I would be more a hindrance than a boon. Godspeed, and remember, do whatever it takes.
We're sure we'll only take your leave. Okay. So, we got that. Now, we're gonna steal from this bitch. cash. An expensive amulet. Nice little wand. And now we leave.
Glad to see you well.
Okay, so there's a... it's not a distinctive Amadouvier. It's an ultimate, I think, which will make a much bigger potion. So let's offer up all wares. Offer up all this. What else do you need? Man, you don't have much. You have jelly, some bluegill. I don't think we need that. Actually, I think we could use bluegill. Take the healing potions. Take those. Take all these blank spell books. Okay, I think that's all I'm... Oh, hang on, we want potion bottles as well. Balance that out. Okay, perfect.
Until later, then.
Alright, I'm gonna need to find some penny bun mushrooms. Alright, so time to take a break and go get some food and do Farm Simulator 5000, and I will be back.